Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Hope your week is going well. We're going to go ahead and do 10 more of these. Today we're doing 41 through 50. So 41 says that the lengths of sides of right triangle ABC are shown in the figure below. What's the cotangent of angle B? Okay, so we are working off of B, so this is going to be our theta. Let's go ahead and label our sides. Y is definitely the hypotenuse. The only two other options are opposite and adjacent. So Z is going to be our opposite, and X is going to be the adjacent. So cotangent goes directly with tangent. So if you're working with TOA, TOA is tangent, so opposite over adjacent, but cotangent would be the upside down version of that. So cotangent is going to be adjacent over opposite. So that's going to be very simple for us. We'll just find adjacent. We'll put it over opposite. We're looking for X over Z. So we've got B. Okay. Number 42. What rational number is halfway between 1/6 and 1/2? Here's my best option here. Let's add them up and divide it by 2. So if we find the average of it, that would put us right in the middle. So we've got 1/6 plus 1/2, and then I'm going to half that, and it gives me 1/3. All right, so that would be H. If the absolute value of 6 minus 2x is greater than 9, which of the following possible values of x? Okay, so if you remember how to solve absolute value questions, we do 6 minus 2x is greater than 9, and we also do 6 minus 2x is greater than negative 9. So you do it for the positive and the negative. So subtract 6, you get negative 2x is greater than 3. I'm not sure why that's down there. This keeps moving on me. Divide by negative 2. So that gives us negative 3/2. That's not an answer. Okay. Let's try the other one. Subtract 6. Negative 2x. Why are we not getting what we should be? 6 minus 2x. 9 and negative 9. Because this right side is going to give us 15. Negative 15. And that's not going to be a number either. All right, so let's call an audible here then. Okay, so the original thing that we thought wasn't going to work. Let's try our numbers. Let's try our values. So 6 minus 2 times, so let's think of that as negative 2 times negative 2, so that would be 4. So 6 plus 4 would be 10. The absolute value of 10 is bigger than 9, so A is the first one that works. Okay, so probably on a question like that, this might be the quicker way of doing it. I can see now where that would probably be our best shot. Okay, so use that moving forward. Number 44. A square and a regular pentagon have equal perimeters. If the pentagon has sides of length 12, what's the area of the square? Okay, so they know they have the same perimeters. Okay, so the pentagon's going to have 5 sides, all of length 12. So 5 times 12 would be 60. Okay, and we need to know then what is the side lengths of the square. Okay, so they're all going to be equal. So we just need to do 60 divided by 4, and that's going to tell us every side length is 15. So we have a square, 15 by 15, and we want to know the area of it. So we'll do 15 times 15, and that's going to give us 225, which would be J. All right, so a classroom has 10 tables that will seat up to 4 each. Okay, so that's 40 people altogether. If 20 students are seated at tables and no tables are empty, what is the greatest possible number of tables that could be filled with the students? Okay, so 20 students are seated at the tables and no tables are empty. Okay, so every table at least has 1. What is the greatest number of tables that could be filled with the students? Okay, so let's take it out to 10 tables. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have made them round tables. Let me start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every table has 1 person at least. So of the 20 people, we're down to 10 people now. Okay, and you can put 4 at each table. So let's go well, remember, we've got 10 to choose from. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so at most we could fill 3 tables completely full because the rest of them all at least have 1. Number 46. If x is less than y, then the absolute value of x minus y is equivalent to which of the following? Okay, so x is smaller than y. Okay, so let's say for instance, x is 2 and y is 3. Oh shoot, I wrote y. X is 2 and y is 3. So this would be 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. Okay, so let's just see if something in here might work out to give us that. Okay, letter F, x plus y, that would be 5. That would be 2 plus 3. G would be negative 5 because it's that with a negative in front. H would be nowhere close to negative 1. J, x minus y, that would be 2 minus 3. It says negative 1. And then K would be x minus y, but negative, so that would make it positive 1. So J is the one that ends up matching it. And this is a clear case of us just picking some random numbers and putting them in and seeing which ones are matching up. 47. The trapezoid below. Hang on a second. We're frozen here. All right, 47. Sorry about that. The trapezoid below is divided into 2 triangles and 1 rectangle. Lengths are given in centimeters. What is the combined area in square centimeters of the 2 shaded triangles? Okay. We should be able to do this. So I was thinking we could just find the area of the area of the 2 triangles separately. But that's a little bit tricky. Okay, so we definitely know from here to here is 4. So that leaves us with 4 here and here added up together somewhere because the whole base is 8. Okay. So I was trying to see if there was any way we could get around using the area of a trapezoid formula. Here's the thing. Both of these triangles have a height of 3. So it doesn't really matter what we call the base angles. Like we could just call this one 2 and this one 2 because they both have the same height and they're going to equal out anywhere. Okay, so the area of both of them would be 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 2 times 3, which is 3, and then you add them up is 6. Okay, so it doesn't what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter where they're at because they're both the same triangle. You put one on the left, one on the right, it doesn't matter. Okay, they're going to equal out as long as the bases add up to 4 at some point. So we'll go with 6 on that. All right, so what's the perimeter of the figure? We need some more pieces. We definitely know that this length is 6 because of 4 and 2. Okay. We know this little length right here is going to be 2 because of 6 and 8. All right, so let's add them all up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 6 more would be 28. Did I do my math right? 10, 12, 16, yep, 22, 28. All right. So if C was directly proportional to S squared, and C was 7/16 when S is a fourth, what's the value of S when C is 175? Okay. So this question is rather difficult, the way that it's phrased. Okay, so it's directly proportional to S squared. So S squared is 1/16, okay, and in the situation where S is 1/4. Okay, so C, from 1/16 to get up to C, we really just multiplied by 7, okay? So we need to take whatever our S is, okay, we'll square it, and then let's multiply it by 7 and see which one is going to give us 175. So if we do 2 squared, that would be 4, but 4 times 7 is only 28, okay? Let's try 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 7 is only 63. 4 squared is 16. Let's multiply it by 7. That's 112. We're getting closer. 5 squared is 25. Let's multiply it by 7. Boom, 175. So D is our answer on this one. One more. If the value is in the nearest thousand, the cosine, I don't remember what, maybe rho or alpha. No, it's alpha. If cosine alpha is negative 0.385, which of the following could be true about alpha? Okay, so here's the thing. This really means, I'm going to use theta because that's what we have always talked about. Cosine theta is negative 0.385. If we inverse this, so theta would be equal to whatever cosine inverse of negative 0.385 is, okay? If I type that in my calculator, cosine inverse negative 0.385, it gives me 112, okay? So basically 112-ish degrees. I've just got to figure out which one of these goes in, okay? So F says from 2 pi over 3 to pi. So if you know anything about the unit circle, that is from 120 degrees to 180. So 120 to 180, okay? The next one says from 90 to 120, which that 112 definitely fits in. So G would be our answer on this one. All right, so hopefully you did okay on this. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will